tackle. Back to the chase.
Hey everybody, welcome to episode 2 of season 2 of Between Two Couches. We're going to talk about the Open and the Panda Cup. I'm joined by handsome Derek Davis and passively attractive Sam Stewart. So, the Open is coming up in 2 weeks' time. What the Open is basically a 5-week festival of fitness. Every CrossFit box pretty much across the world does a workout that CrossFit HQ release. They release late on Thursday night Irish time. We generally do them Saturday morning. Might repeat Friday or Sunday if you need to. But we do Friday. What? We do Saturday morning as the big thing. And why it's so important is I've brought on these two gentlemen. So is kicking. Derek, why should I do the Open?
It's a lot of fun. It's a huge amount of fun. It's too much fun. It gives us a season. Like we talk about CrossFit in a sport, whether you're competing or not, it's a sport people do. Like it's the means by which they get fitter and healthier. And it gives us an end to our year. It gives us a goal. It gives us something to kind of focus on in the longer term. Also because it's not programmed by us, the workouts are created by CrossFit HQ or .com. We've no way to influence it. Like for all the best will in the world, we can often steer our programming a little bit because like things we like to do, movements we like. Lay out of the room, like just physical confines. This is an external test, and it gives us a nice way to kind of see where we are in terms of our fitness.
But I'm really nervous about my fitness, and I don't want to be tested and judged. So why would I still do it?
I'd fall back on the amount of fun that you have. You're in a room full of people that you.
I think if you miss out on it, you'll know you missed out on it.
Okay.
As well.
FOMO.
That shared experience.
It is such good crack that if you missed out on it, you'd be like, damn, I should have actually done that. Everyone's talking about it. Yeah. It's good crack. That workout did sound cool. I knew I was nervous prior, but I was like, that's like that could have been something you really enjoyed,
Yeah.
But
that person they trained with, like, they got on really well, they really enjoyed it. I would have liked that too.
I'd agree, and like, there's not a single person in the world, from a day one beginner up to the Mac Frasers and Tia Claire Toomey's, who doesn't get beaten by the workout. Like, you're gonna come up against a movement you can't do, or you can't do fast enough, or you just can't get as much reps in, and that's true for all of us. And it's not just you if you're a novice as well.
I think if you're nervous, to remember that it's only a workout.
Yeah.
And that if you train here multiple times a week, you're doing multiple workouts a week. And it's kind of the same at the end of the day. Now I know it's the approach, but you're still doing exercise. So it's really not to glorify it on a massive pedestal to make yourself nervous about it is kind of unnecessary, because you are so used to what we're doing if you're training regularly. So
that sense of occasion actually can add to that as well. Like it makes it a little bit it's another workout, but because you're doing it with all the people that you train with regularly, it's that little sense of like, we're all doing this new thing.
Yeah,
it adds more to it.
Yeah, but it gets topped up.
Yeah,
it gets topped up because it is for most people until the sanctionals was the only official CrossFit competition everyone got to do. So.
I have my sanctions t-shirt, but it's under too many layers. Panic. Thanks,
you can barely make it out, but that says CrossFit sanctions.
I think it says Bart Stunton. So Sam, it is just a workout, but it's everything you've put in 4-hour days for the last 200 days on. So how do you approach that?
How do I approach it? So I guess I got asked a question recently that was, are you worried about so-and-so beating you in the Open and such? Like, Derek, are you worried about big old Davis coming along and whooping you in the Open?
Triceps?
Yes. He could tricep his way through the Open. But then I think the same as how I approach it. My answer was my approach. That was, as long as I do my utter best and I do absolutely everything I can, I don't really care who beats me, they deserve it. Because I've done if I'm on the floor in an absolute hoop after, I think I've done my best, then the outcome will either sort itself out or the best man will win. So that's my approach to both those things. So my approach to the Open overall is just to go out and give it everything.
And it's funny you say that because Steadman said the same thing, and it's actually true all the way back to training, is that no one really cares how you do. Sure, you might have a little banter day to day as to, oh, you pipped me on that workout, but we don't care if you're lifting 2 kilos 22 or 102 kilos. If it's your best effort, we respect that.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. I'm going to go back to something you said earlier, Derek, like with that sport in the season. I know most people, when they start training, it's just to get in a little better shape and to flesh it out. I guess it's the thing is, if you, after a couple of months of training, then it just becomes something you do, and it starts to lack a little bit of meaning. I just show up to the gym, whereas having that end point come February or March, or indeed 6 months after that, because of this year's strange open, it gives you a little bit of purpose behind what you're training.
Yeah, it totally does. Like, I mean, for me, like, I'm not going to go to the games, most likely. I'm not using the Open to try and qualify for anything. For me, the Open is just like, it's a benchmark to see where I am in terms of my fitness and how the last year went. So it does give that kind of season. Like, it gives that kind of aim and focus. And
can you fail that benchmark, Derek?
No. It's for sure.
What do you mean no?
You can't fail the Open. It's a good way of putting it.
Like, you do a bunch of workouts, you see, that's how they went. Like, I have things I got better at, things I maybe didn't do so well as I thought, or, you know, things that I need to work on a little bit or want to work on. Like, there's, if you're doing the Open to kind of see where you are in terms of fitness, there's no way to fail. It's like, how's my nutrition? No, it's either good or it's bad, or it's where it is. You know, it's either things I want to do more of or less of, or whatever it is. Like, but it depends on what your goal is. It's just a benchmark. It's just a number. You know, and for me, like, the Open is that benchmark that I spoke about. It's also like just enjoying the sense of occasion with everybody else doing the same workout across the world. So turning it into a competition totally changes it.
But if we had some sort of competition in-house where you were randomly drawn with your friends to create an extra layer of meaning, what would you call that?
Some kind of cup.
Okay. What type of cup, Sam?
Would it be, I think I know this one. The Panda Cup?
The Panda Cup. Okay. Sam, what is the Panda Cup for the people who don't know?
So, we're all put on teams from people who won the awards over at the Christmas party. So
shout out.
There's team leaders. Then we'll get drafted onto different teams, and then each week, based on, you can earn points in different ways by doing well in the workout, PRing something. So what I mean by that is doing something new, or something like you've never done a pull-up before, getting your first pull-up, getting a PR lift, unbroken, like it could be anything.
Straight up doing the workout.
Doing the workout. Yeah. Oh yeah, you get attendance marks.
Yeah.
Actually showing up and doing the workouts, like, for a lot of people is a big thing. So, like,
exactly. And the teams are completely randomly selected out of a kind of like a draft, or I think we do a hat sort of job.
Yeah.
And after the 5 weeks, one of the teams gets a little plaque trophy thing and a teddy bear.
Yeah.
And it adds to the kind of environment of it as well.
Yeah.
Knowing you're on team, I don't know, don't have team names yet, but
no, we need to get our team captains, get our team names.
We're on team so and so. It becomes good. A kind of crack adds to the sporting element of it. Now it's not. I compete. If you're massively competitive, obviously that'll shine. But even if you're not, it's just a bit of crack. It's good fun because you win a teddy bear.
Yeah, because you're still like even on the teams, and with the way we have the point scoring, you're competing against yourself.
Yeah, and you win most of your points for judging, PRing, and
judging. That's the one I forgot. That's the main thing.
And they're all things that are in your control by going in, doing the workout, giving it your best, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then you got to go home.
And if you're nervous or self-conscious, it's important to point out that it's important to play a sport at some point in your life. It's part of Glassman's prescription for CrossFit, but also that it teaches you a lot about yourself. And this is literally the safest environment you can play a sport, because this is where you practice day in, day out. You also have your coach with you, giving you your strategy, and then you have your teammate with you counting your reps. You don't have some unknown judge, some enemy out to hit you with a serious high knee tackle or a good slap. You know, you don't have that. You just have someone there who wants, like, you're in an environment where everyone wants you to succeed. And that's you just like that's the
cool.
safest way to do it. And then you can push yourself, and then there's a huge sense of pride.
Yeah.
Like I'm happy. Like I've never qualified for anything out of the Open, but I'm happy that I've done every Open workout so far, and that's enough for me. And yeah, like I mean, there's workouts where I felt I've underperformed, and there's workouts where I was like being pleasantly surprised, and that's the fun of it, you know. What's the workout going to be, and just trying to second guess Castro and the rest of the HQ team is always fun.
Yeah, that's part of the fun of the Open, like not knowing what it's going to be.
Yeah.
It kind of throws back to the old school CrossFit sort of things, like, you know, the workouts are a surprise, and again the fact that we've no way of directing it or having an input into it. Sense of excitement kind of comes from that.
Okay, so any closing words, guys?
If you're
Sign up.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it's going to be great.
if you're anyway on the fence about signing up for the Open, do it.
Or just
you'll have a lot of fun.
Ask us and we'll talk to you about it. And
We'll talk to you as we walk you over to the kiosk and go to games.crossfit.com and sign you up.
Definitely worthwhile doing.
Hey guys, if you like this, give it a like. Pop any comments. Thanks to Shawnee on the mic, on the camera.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, team.